two cells, two paths, which clearly shows the difference between a normal red blood cell and a sickle cell. And another one of my favourites is moon crescent strip, because it clearly highlights and shows the pain that young people experience with sickle cell, the feeling of being numb to the pain, because a lot of times young people with sickle cell have to take opioid painkillers like morphine to, alleviate them from the pain that they go through with sickle cell. So yeah, those two pieces mean a lot to me.
Name of it, actually, I got it on my phone, but you can go see it, yeah. I think this one is my favourite because it's like, for me personally, it's one of my biggest insecurities. And however you can make an insecurity look beautiful is amazing. So yeah, this one, which is Eyes of Gold. Eyes of Gold 2 actually, because he has got another one which is there. But with this one, I feel like a lot of people with sickle cell jaundice is a massive thing. It's the eyes, it's looking at me, it's conversation. I am someone who acts and I present, so jaundice is a big part of my life at times and sometimes not. So to make it look beautiful, because it's something that I see as an insecurity, for me, my favourite.
Oh, so I have a few favourites.
Okay.
I think my favourite is, there's a girl and she has golden eyes.
Yeah.
And with sickle cell, there's a side effect that you could get jaundice,
yeah.
and it affects a few of us. So when I saw that Rizzy had made that one, I felt quite empowered, and that's definitely one of my favourites, but I love them all.
Amazing. Right.
I think the family one. I'm a family man. I've got 2 daughters and a wife. Been married for 7 years this year, and just seeing the family aspect of sickle cell, that portrait with the family one really, really touched me, because in my time of having a sickle cell crisis, my family's been around me. My 2 daughters have been there, even though they're so young, they don't know what's going on. My 3-year-old is starting to understand, oh, daddy's in pain, so she'll come and rub my leg and say, Daddy, I hope you feel better. Or the last time I was having a crisis, she gave me her teddy, her favourite teddy, and said, you can have this to go to the hospital. But just having your family understanding what pain you're going through is very important. Having a supportive family, my wife as well, who's just an amazing woman, who's able to call the ambulance and advocate on my behalf. There's nothing that could beat that, honestly. So the family one's my favourite portrait, and hopefully I could have one for the house soon.
Amazing.
So Gold Braids, that's the piece, and I don't remember the name of the piece, but that's my favourite piece because it kind of just took me back to when I was a very young child on the playground, still trying to experience life, just very fresh to life, say yes. And I just love how all of the pieces have the main crescent in the background. It's just really cool. So yeah.
Ooh, my favourite one is probably the one at the far end of the little boy. The first time I saw it, I don't know, I just cried. There's just so much emotion that Rizzy was able to kind of emulate in a still painting that is just so raw, and it hits you, and I don't know, it's so beautiful. And then there's another one with a girl with braids, and from the side profile, that's one I really want. I'm gonna get that tonight. And I don't know, it's just, I've never been able to see, I never thought I could look and see sickle cell in a painting, which is something that I never even thought I could say that sentence. So to be able to kind of connect to artwork, and I can put those artworks around my home and be a part of my space, my comfort, it's actually, it's a luxury that I didn't know I wanted, or I didn't know I needed, until like just being exposed to like the different types of artwork.